Hi team, I hope you are all well. Today we are going to be doing a video that I've been wanting to do for such a long time but just have not been brave enough to do it. So you will have seen the likes of Becca doing this video and Jade doing this video and loads of other people doing this video. But I'm really excited to be doing all of my unread books and showing you all what I have on my shelves. And what I would like from you all is to recommend me some books in the comments down below, and then this can be part of my TBR game, which is Steph Loves Bookopoly. If you haven't seen that, I will leave a link to the playlist in the description box down below. It is inspired by Becca's Bookopoly. But yeah, I am really excited, little bit nervous. I will be doing a counter so that I can see how many books are on my shelves unread. That's the bit I'm nervous about, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually terrified to find out the answer to that question. So without further ado, let's go through and start this video, because I have dragged some books off already to get this started, but I'm a little bit terrified about how long this is going to take. So let's go through. I'm not going to be giving you descriptions of these books at all. I'm just going to be holding them up, telling you the title of them, and we're just going to rapidly go through it like that. And that's going to be it. So let's go. Caliban's War by James S.A. Corey. A Phoenix First Must Burn, edited by Patricia Caldwell. The Quiet at the End of the World and The Reckless Afterlife of Harriet Stoker by Lauren James. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Winter's Orbit by Everina Maxwell. Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Renegades by Marissa Meyer. These Broken Stars and This Shattered World by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman. Aurora's End by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. Empire of the Vampire by Jay Kristoff. The Sound of Stars by Alicia Dow. The Shadow of Gods by John Gwynne. To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. A Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. Ironheart by Nina Varela. Among the Beast and Briars by Ashley Poston. Iron Widow by Zoran J. Zhao. Bone Crier's Dawn by Catherine Purdy. The Gospel of Loki by Joanne M. Harris. The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. The Fireman by Joe Hill. The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reed. The Selection by Kara Cass. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. Cursed, edited by Marie O'Regan and Paul Kane. Strange Magic by Sid Moore. A Vow So Bold and Deadly and Defy the Night by Bridget Kemmerer. The Devil Makes Three by Tori Bovolino. Anyway the Wind Blows by Rainbow Rowell. Crush by Tracy Wolfe. This Coven Won't Break by Isabel Sterling. European Travel for Monstrous Gentlewomen and The Sinister Mystery of the Mesmerizing Girl by Theodora Goss. Beyond the Black Door by A.M. Strickland. All Our Hidden Gifts by Caroline O'Donoghue. Hex Life, edited by Christopher Golden and Rachel Autumn Deering. A Discovery of Witches, Shadow of the Night, and The Book of Life by Deborah Harkness. The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharp. As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. The Final Girls by Riley Sager. The Night Swim by Megan Goldin. Trick or Treat by Katarina Diamond. White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. The Final Girls Support Group by Grady Hendrix. The Last House on Needless Street by Katarina Ward. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. The Witchling's Girl by Helena Coogan. The Lion Game by Ruth Ware. Saw Kill Girls by Claire Legrand. Hollow Kingdom by Kara Jane Buxton. For Your Own Good by Samantha Downing. The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. Crash and The Ringmaster by Toby Vincent. This Is Why We Lie by Gabriella Lepore. Past and Vine Street by Dominic Nolan. The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. Starsight and Cytonic by Brandon Sanderson. Firefight and Calamity by Brandon Sanderson. The Way of the Kings 1 and 2. Words of Radiance Part 1 and 2. Oathbringer Part 1 and 2. The Rhythmatist, Arcanium Unbound, The Bands of Mourning, and Warbreaker, all by Brandon Sanderson. The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. Age of Assassins by R.J. Barker. Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. Malice by John Gwynne. Master of Sorrows by Justin Cole. Jade War and Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. The Red Scrolls of Magic and The Lost Book of White by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. The Camelot Betrayal by Kirsten White. A Winter's Promise by Christelle DeBoss. This Savage Song, A Darker Shade of Magic, A Conjuring of Light, and A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. Charmcaster, Soulbinder, Queen Slayer, Crownbreaker, and Fall of the Argosy by Sebastian de Castell. The Silver Queen, The Blood Prince, and Judgment Day by Josie Jaffrey. The Rig by Roger Levy. The Beautiful Ones, Velvet Was the Night, and Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. The Crown of Gilded Bones and A Shadow in the Ember by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Flashfire and Wolf Song by TJ Klune. Will by Will Smith. Becoming by Michelle Obama. We Were Never Here by Andrea Bartz. The Dead House by Dawn Kurtagich. Broken Mirror by Marie McWilliams. Beartown and Us Against You by Frederick Batman. Royal Assassin, Assassin's Quest, Ship of Magic, Mad Ship, and Ship of Destiny by Robin Hobb. The Boundless by Anna Bright. Vicious Spirits by Kat Cho. Queen of Gilded Horns by Amanda Joy. Blood and Honey and Gods and Monsters by Shelby Mahurin. The Mask Fallen by Samantha Shannon. Little Thieves by Margaret Owen. Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan. She Who Became the Sun by Shelley Parker Chan. Six Crimson Cranes and Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. Fire with Fire by Destiny Soraya. The Prison Healer and the Gilded Cage by Lynette Noni. Milkshakes for the Almost Dead by Lulu Wood. The Sword of Kagan by M.L. Wang. The Dragon Republic and the Burning God by R.F. Kwang by Effie Calvin. Into the Drowning Deep by Myra Grant. King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. Slay by Brittany Morris. Infernal Devices, Darkling Plain, and Night Flight by Philip Reeve. Robin Hood by Robert Muchamore. Lost Boy by Christina Henry. The Deep by Rivers Solomon. This Poison Heart by Kaylin Bayron. The Witcher, Blood of Elves by Andreas Sapowski. The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker. The Left-Handed Booksellers of London by Garth Nix. Black Wings Beaten by Alex London. The Luminous Dead by Caitlin Starling. Gods and Monsters by Janie Marie. A Psalm for the Wild Built by Becky Chambers. Exit Strategy, Fugitive Telemetry and Network Effect by Martha Wells. Restore Me, Defy Me, Imagine Me and Believe Me by Tahira Mafi. Graceling, Fire and Bitter Blue by Kristen Kershaw. The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden. Bloody Rose by Nicholas Ames. Legendborn by Tracy Dion. The Smoke Thieves by Sally Green. Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. The Grey Bastards by Jonathan French. Afterlove by Tanya Bryn. Norse Mythology by Neil Gaiman. The Bright and Pale by Jessica Rubinkowski. When We Were Magic by Sarah Gailey. Lost in the Neverwoods by Aidan Thomas. Darling by K.A. Ankrum. Sia Martinez and the Moonlit Beginning of Everything by Raquel Vaquez Gilliland. House of Salt and Sorrow by Erin A. Craig. Beyond a Darkened Shore by Jessica Lake. Fat Chance Charlie Vega by Crystal Maldonado. Watch Over Me by Mila Gray. We Contain Multitudes by Sarah Henstra. Summer of Salt by Katrina Leno. Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett. Every Other Weekend by Abigail Johnson. Like Home by Louisa Onome. Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake. Blackout by a collection of authors. Sweet Hand by N.G. Peltier. Ghosts by Dolly Alderton. Dear Emmy Blue by Leah Louise. The Bridge by Bill Coningsberg. Jog On by Bella Mackey. Sex Life, 44 Chapters About Men by B.B. Easton. Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by Joya Goffney. The Nightingale by Christina Hanna. 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. The Dinner List by Rebecca Searle. So This Is Christmas by Tracy Andreen. The Holiday Switch by Tiff Marcello. Puddin' by Julie Murphy. Hot Dog Girl and Verona Comics by Jennifer Duggan. Dare to Live, Dare to Love by Nicole C. Moon. Make a Scene by Mimi Grace. 3/5 by John Vircher. Beyond the Tape by Dr. Marie Cassidy. Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. Things We Know by Heart by Jessie Kirby. Fake It Till You Break It by Jem P. Nagayan. The Heart Principle by Helen Huang. How to Fail at Flirting by Denise Williams. All I Want for Christmas by Wendy Logier. Throttled by Lauren Asher. Zara Hussein Is Here by Sabina Khan. Mine by Emily Merrill. Sweet Talking Lover by Tracy Livesey. Grey, Freed and Darker by E.L. James. I Believe in a Thing Called Love. Somewhere Only We Know and The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu. Spoiler Alert and All the Feels by Olivia Dade. Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. The Authenticity Project by Claire Pooley. Some Girls Do by Jennifer Duggan. We Can't Keep Meeting Like This by Rachel Lynn Solomon. How to Save a Life by Eva Carter. Dress Codes for Small Towns by Courtney Summers. The Distance Between Us by Casey West. Dear Edward by Anne Napolitano. Where We Go From Here by Lucas Rocha. The Right Swipe by Alicia Rye. Maybe Someday, November 9. Or You're Perfect, Confess, Ugly Love, and Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall, On a Night Like This by Lindsay Kelk, Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, Just Haven't Met You Yet by Sophie Cousins, Shipped by Angie Hockman, After and After We Collided by Anna Todd, The Intimacy Experiment by Rosie Dannon, The Honey Don't List and Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, Talk Bookish to Me by Kate Bromley, Every Morning The Way Home Gets Longer and Longer, A Man Called Uwe, The Midnight Library and Anxious People by Frederick Backman, Love Virtually by Daniel Glatower, The Play, The Dare, The Risk and The Legacy by Elle Kennedy, Starfish by Akemi Dawn Bowman, A Kiss for a Kiss by Helena Hunting, Tweet Cute by Emma Lord, One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Simple Wild and Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker, That Second Chance and The Highland Fling by Megan Quinn, The Chaos of Standing Still by Jessica Brody, 8 Perfect Hours by Leah Louise, Dreaming Sun Volume 3, 4 and 5 by Ichigo Takano, Tokyo Ghoul Volume 2 by Sue Ishida, El Defo by CC Bell, The Midwinter Witch by Molly Knox Ostertag, The Girl from the Sea, also by Molly Knox Ostertag, Hooky by Miriam Bonasta-Tur, Snapdragon by Kat Leigh, The Ghoul Next Door by Cullen Bunn and Kat Farris, Extraordinary Volume 1 by V. Schwab, Nightlights and Hecate by Lorena Alvarez, The Adventure Zone The Crystal Kingdom by the McElroy Clan, Teen Titans Beast Boy Loves Raven by Cami Garcia and Gabriel Piccolo, Homesick Pilots Volume 1, Witches Volume 1, Low Volume 2 Before the Dawn Burns Us, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Angel Volume 1, and also Buffy the Vampire Slayer Willow, Isola Chapter 2 by Brendan Fletcher and Carl Kerschel, Monstrous Volume 2 by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda, Winterhouse by Ben Gutterson, Christopher Robin, The Book of the Film, Once There Was a Bear by Jane Riordan, The Ocean Squid Explorers Club and Explorers at Pirate Island by Alex Bell, Dark Whispers by Vashti Hardy, Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson and the Last Olympian, Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, Percy Jackson and the Titan's Curse, Percy Jackson and the Battle of Labyrinth by Rick Wright, The Weather Weaver by Tamsin Muir, Rules for Vampires by Alex Folks, How Not to Be a Vampire Slayer by Katie Birchall, His Royal Hopeless by Chloe Perrin, Rainbow Grey by Laura Ellen Anderson, The Republic of Birds by Jessica Miller, Shadowgast by Thomas Taylor, The Bewitching of Evelyn Jones by Phil Hicks, Sisters of the Lost Marsh by Lucy Strange, A Sprinkle of Sorcery by Michelle Harrison, The Chime Seekers by Ross Montgomery, I Want to Be Where You Are by Christina Forrest, Willowdean by Catherine Applegate, Strange Rose Travel Agency, and Strange Rose Travel Agency The Edge of the Ocean by L.D. Lipinski, The Plentiful Darkness by Heather Kastner, Root Magic by Eden Royce, Kiki's Delivery Service by Iko Kodono, The Night Silver Promise by Annalise Avery, The Secret of Whitestone Gate by Julia Noble, Rise of the Jumbies by Tracy Baptiste, The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, Northchild by Edith Patu, A Kind of Spark by Elle McNichol, The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, Crowfall by Vashti Hardy, The Peculiar Tale of Tentacle Boy by Richard Pickard, Faraway Truth by Janie Marks, The Ship of Shadows by Maria Kuzniar, Hello Universe by Ellen Entrada Kelly, 19 by Nora Rayleigh Baskin, Arusha and the End of Time by Roshni Chokshi, The Crooked Sixpence by Jennifer Bell, Pages & Co. Tilly and the Lost Fairy Tales, Pages & Co. Tilly and the Book Wanderers, and Pages & Co. The Book Smugglers by Anna James, The Light Hunters by Dan Walker, The Frozen Sea by Pace Torde, The Way Past Winter by Kieran Millwood Hargreaves, The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding by Alexandra Bracken, Lost Fire by Jamie Smith, The Raven Heir by Stephanie Burgess, Other Words for Home by Jasmine Wager, Hope Jones Saves the World by Josh Lacey, Dragon Mountain by Kevin and Katie Sang, When Life Gives You Mangoes by Karine Gettin, Rumble Star and Dream Snatchers by Abby Elphinstone, Julia and the Shark by Kieran Millwood Hargreaves, Scritch Scratch by Lindsay Curry, Night Books by J.A. White, Kidnap on the California Comet, Murder on the Safari Star, and Danger at Dead Man's Past by M.G. Leonard and Sam Sedgman, Beasts and Beauty by Saman Chainani, Alatsaway by Darcy Little Badger, and The Puffin Book of Big Dreams by multiple authors. So that is all of the books on my shelves. This feels like it's taken forever. I don't think it's actually taken that long. The hardest part of this entire video is putting the books back on the shelves again once you've dragged them all off. So if only you could see the state of this room. So thank you so much for watching. The final number of books unread on my shelves is this many. I am terrified by that number. I don't even know what it is yet, but I'm terrified by it. I know I already am. But yeah, please let me know, like I said at the beginning of this video, in the comments down below what you would recommend me picking up. What do you think I should make priorities? Things like that. Let me know in the comments down below, because I will come back to this video throughout the year using it for Bookopoly. I am also going to let my Patreons use it as well for one of their new options with Patreon. So they have a new TBR jar that they can put books in for me, but already off my shelves, because I clearly don't need to be buying more books. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what books I should be picking up, and I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.